Hello. Today I'd like to talk to you about the six basic human needs. Now, in addictions and addiction recovery and probably our codependency and those of us who are in relationship with addicts struggle with this whole concept is do the needs that I have, are they legitimate? And because maybe I've been trying to achieve getting my needs met in illegitimate ways, I've gotten confused of what I'm trying to recover from and what am I letting go of and what's legitimate. There's something deep within our spirit that cries out for certain things that we need. However, growing up through probably dysfunctional families and dysfunctional situations, we've trained ourselves or learned to seek these needs in pretty dysfunctional ways, and we don't get them met. And so we go over and over and over, cycling through, doing the same thing over and over. Bottom line, trying to get some basic, legitimate human needs met. And so I'd like to talk about those. I think that there are times where when we are in the presence of somebody who is high drama, or I got this person there running around with their hair on fire. It's like, when life seems to be real threatening to us, either because of somebody that's full of anger or our own anger, or, their hair's on fire, or some addictive behaviors, or just riding our back, the trap door in our brain can close. Now, we've talked about this in the past about how, when that trap door shuts, we don't think with a higher level thinking. And when that happens, we then start panicking because our basic needs aren't going to get met. And if our basic needs aren't going to get met, then there's a part of our brain that says, we're going to die. And I'm going to explain those to you. This one is a reason why recovery is so important and why the tools of recovery are so important, because getting these needs met in a healthy, legitimate way is tantamount to our brains realizing we're going to survive. Now, let's go through some of these things, look at them, okay? Now, the first, the danger and so forth, bottom line, the brain sees danger, that trap door shuts. And so we begin to panic. We begin to do crazy things to get those needs met. Now, one of the first needs that we have is to belong. Being a part of a tribe means survival. Now, this goes way back. So it's important for us to be a part of and connected to a tribe, because way back in the day, that's how we survived. We fought off and we survived by bringing food in. We were hunters and gatherers, or there was other tribes that sought to attack us. Today, being part of a strong, healthy community is success in our recovery. They are a safety net for us when we go through really difficult, challenging times. And so whether it's way back when we learned to survive better in a tribe, or today when we have those in recovery that are with us, bottom line, that tribe, that belonging to a group of other people who are trying to do the same thing you're doing, is that it means you're going to succeed in a lot better way. And it's a need. Belonging comes with rules. And as we agree to those rules, then we can be a part of that tribe and belong and survive. I just want you to know that even when you go to 12-step groups, they're going to sit down and you're going to go through these meetings. And in the meetings, they're going to go through different rules. To be a part of this meeting, these are the rules. No crosstalk. You don't bring in other things. They give you those rules. Now, part of that is that we also want to belong in family tribes. And those have rules too. And we'll talk about those in some other time. Now, the other need we have is autonomy. It's important for us that not only do we belong to a tribe or to some others in our life, but that while I belong, I am also myself, so I can be connected to and yet separate and apart from. It carries with me the ability to be apart from and affirms my right to be in my uniqueness in this universe. So I can be me, and this tribe accepts me being me in my uniqueness. So autonomy is important. A lot of times I've seen in situations where people would choose autonomy outside the tribe because they don't feel connected. Well, bottom line is that find a tribe you can be connected. Find a tribe that allow you to be you in your journey, in your recovery, in your process, and still belong and be a part of a healthy tribe. Now, we all need safety and security. We want our home safe. There's a lot around the whole thing of putting up internet filters in your home, making sure what is being viewed in the home. What about rules around whatever is involved in the home? That's a huge piece of that. Not only that, but in relationships. Guys, folks that are the addicts that are sitting there watching this, you understand why your spouses rag you and stay on top of you around your recovery and what you're doing and what, because this very need here. They have a need to stay safe and secure. If you're acting out, it's going to take you down the tubes financially, or it can cause, if you're drinking and driving, and it's going to cause some kind of danger or wreck or life. Or you're acting out sexually with different, it's what happens is it threatens the safety and security of the coupleship, of the ongoing of the tribe, the safety of the tribe. So that's why they get into this thing of staying there and trying to monitor and control your own recovery. The key to that is understand that that's their need too. They need this safety and security. So as you're building trust, and we've talked about that, or we will, or they're sitting there saying, as they see you working your program consistently over time, understand that not only do you need safety and security, but they do too. So that's part of trust building, is building that safety and security for them, because they need that trust and security. They need that too. Now, then there's a need for self-expression. Bottom line, I need to know that I matter. I want to know that I'm important in the tribe and the community that I'm in, that I am not in a glass ceiling, that I can be creative, that I can have input, that I can have impact in the environment that I'm in because of who I am, uniquely me. And that when I get through, I've added value in the whole situation. I mean, that's important to me. That's a part of our whole sense of why we crave to have a voice. Some of our situations in growing up and early life have taken that choice away from us. Maybe your marriage. So bottom line, I think a huge piece of your recovery is giving these things back, recognizing that your ability to have a voice, your ability to speak your mind and to say what's on your heart, or these are the basic things here that's important for you too. Now there's the need for meaning and purpose. Not, I heard Mark Twain say that, the two greatest times in your life is the day that you were born and the day that you figured out why. And first and foremost, that one of the key things here is that, I challenge you and encourage you to realize is that, why are you here? We all have a need to seek out meaning and purpose in our lives. And I challenge you to do that, because there's only you. We've talked about this. And it's like, when you know that you know why you're here and your purpose of me on earth, you contribute to not only your tribe, but society, in this universe, and to yourself. Then there's a need for connection. From birth, we strive for connection. We need our tribe, and we need support, and we look for, making calls and all the things that we do here that I lay out, the need for encouragement, the need to share our pain, the need to give back. I need a place. And so when I got to my 12th step, there were guys in my group that when I raised my hand and says, I'll be a sponsor, it was time for me to give back to that community. The times that I made calls at all kinds of hours, the times when I needed a coffee with one of the guys, there were times when those guys called me back and I gave back to that community. I need to have I need that connection. We all do. Addictions drive us into isolation. They drive us into the bushes out of our shame. A part of coming back into connection, a part of reconnecting with the community over and over and over, eventually teaches, it corrects that whole thing around shame driving me to the bushes. That I have done wrong, but I'm not wrong. I can belong. I can be a part, and connection does that. Now, each of these things that we've discussed, I want you to see that those needs can be met in working through your recovery plan by making the calls, going to meetings, doing your therapy, and being open and honest and trust building in your marriage, in your relationship with your children. All of these things bring back and meet those basic needs. Thank you.